everyone else is doing.
Okay. Very interesting answers here. I think. All right, I'll just be an asshole and just say it. All of you guys are fucking grossly wrong here because to be a 1% woman would assume that all the men are going to chase after you. And for you to, because you're top 1%, so you're something that's highly sought after, correct? So what is the thing that men value the most in women? I'll go around the table real fast. What do you think is the one thing, if men had to pick one redeeming factor in a woman, what's the one thing that men care the most about their girl?
Independence.
Okay.
Provide children.
Okay.
Loyalty.
Okay.
For men, I think appearance.
Okay.
Virginity.
Okay.
Loyalty for sure.
Independence.
It depends the guy, but for me, spirituality always.
Okay. Most of you guys are wrong. I think she was the closest to it with virginity, and then with you saying loyalty. Yeah, men don't want promiscuous women. That is the number one thing that a guy is going to have an issue with when it comes to wifing up a girl that will make her the best candidate for him. Even guys that that might have wifed up a whore or whatever, if you ask them, hey man, would you prefer a girl that has a lot of bodies or a girl that doesn't? They're always going to prefer a girl that has less bodies. That's just the truth. And I found it very interesting that you guys, none of you mentioned that. And a lot of you guys mentioned independence, income, stability, being, ambitious. These are things that you look for in men, but that's not necessarily what men look for in women. And I think it's very interesting that I've noticed this with educated women, they tend to think that guys want girls that make money or independent and strong. No, that's what you want in us. So when a woman becomes that, she's effectively become the guy that she's trying to attract. I mean, think about it. What if I decided, you know what, fuck this shit. I'm not going to pursue a career in making money. I'm just going to dress up and look pretty all the time. You'd be like, what the fuck? Bro, be a man, right?
I understand that.
I mean, you guys see where I'm going with this?
Yes.
Like a man that values his beauty is almost the equivalent to a woman that values her career. Like a man's beauty doesn't benefit you. Yeah, cool. It's great to look at, maybe sitting across the table, but it doesn't really benefit you. Same thing with a woman's career and her ability to earn money. It doesn't really benefit you because let's be honest, most women aren't going to date a guy that makes less money than them anyway. So you see how it's kind of.
So can I ask you how many girls can how many guys can a girl have sex with? What is your limit?
Me, I'm not. my limit is irrelevant because I'm a little bit different on this. But I would say most men would prefer under 10.
Okay. Yeah,
that's reasonable.
Most men would prefer under 10. Yeah. But
0.
But
that's good too.
There is a study out there that pretty much found that after a girl has sex with about 6 partners, her ability to carry a marriage on and not get divorced go up significantly. Her ability to not get divorced and have a fucked up relationship, it goes up as their body counts go up.
Yeah.
Which obviously sex affects women far differently, which is why I was trying to say before, this is why guys don't want girls that are out there on the scene. Because when a girl's out there on the scene, the likelihood that she's had sex with more people goes up with it. And men don't like girls that have had sex with a lot of people. No matter what anyone tries to tell you, that's just how men operate. If you put every guy in a silent room where no one's going to judge him, he'd prefer a girl that had less experience.
Yo, y'all meet a guy for the first time. You don't tell him your body count right away, do you?
Well, actually, I have had guys that have asked me that before, the first date.
Hold on, are you telling the honest truth about it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, of course.
What's body count? I know most girls won't do that.
Most girls won't. Most girls won't do that.
I don't have many. So
what's your body count?
What's the difference? So
what's your body count?
My body count. Oh.
Yes.
Do you really want to know?
That proves our theory, man.
16. 16.
That proves our theory.
16? See, here's the problem, right?
Yeah.
That's low for you.
Yeah.
For him, it might be high.
I
For
know.
him, it might be high. So it's subjective. So that just saying it outright to people, you don't know how they can react to it.
And here's the other thing too: the higher status the guy, the less tolerance they have. That's the truth. Because if a guy busts his ass to become successful, make money, become a somebody, he's going to be very cautious about the girl he wifes up.
Yeah,
he'll have sex with you. He'll take you on a date. Maybe he'll make you one of his girls, but he's not going to give you the title of the girl a lot of the times. So that's why I think, and women know this deep down. Women rarely tell their real body count, or they hide it, or they conceal it, or they feel uncomfortable giving it because they know, shit, if I reveal this, it could hurt my value with this guy. So even though you guys sit here and try to say, Oh, well, why are you so insecure? Why do I want to do this? Blah, blah, blah. Girls always lie about their body counts. Like,
It's true.
Guys do too.
It's
What?
true.
Yeah, guys.
Guys lie all the
It's true.
time about their body count.
lie in what way? They typically lie
true.
up. They don't lie down.
No, they lie down. They
definitely
lie down.
Yeah.
Men lie down on their body counts?
Yes.
For sure.
Ones
Yes.
with hella high ones, yes, they do.
They definitely do.
They
Well-
lie the fuck out of it.
So you're telling me you ask every guy his body count when you meet him? Hey, so
I
I'm on a
mean-
date with you, and what's your body count?
It's a stupid
Most-
question.
I know.
Mostly
never
guys
asked that.
actually.
I don't
Girls don't
care.
care.
Yeah, girls don't care
Girls-
about a
girls
guy's
don't
body
wanna know.
count.
I feel like it's brought up. Like
It
they
gets
bring
brought
it up.
up.
Yeah,
It literally
they bring
gets
it up.
brought up.
Who
They're like,
brings that shit up?
guys,
Not us.
guys bring it up.
No,
The
so-
guys
No,
do.
but no, they do. But the reason why it's brought up is because it matters for men. It doesn't matter for women. That's the difference.
Yeah, that's what
What
I
if
was
I
about to
asked
say.
you
It
what
doesn't
your
matter
It
to
doesn't
guys.
matter for women? You don't think
No,
so?
no, 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 no. Like,
If a guy's ran through, I'm gonna be like, the fuck?
well,
like,
But
Ran
but
through.
hold on,
you're
hold
not
on, hold on.
asking, though.
Wait. First of all,
there's no such thing as a guy getting ran through.
Thank
Men
you,
ran
Myron.
through. Men run through a woman.
Men
Thank you, Myron.
penetrate.
It's not the other way
Thank you,
around.
Myron.
I don't know
Take
why
it.
we live in this crazy world where women think men and women are equal.
it's not a choice.
There's no such thing as male hoes. Men are hoe makers. Women are the hoes. That's the way it's been since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Honestly.
okay, hold on. No, I'm not even trying. I mean, let's be honest here. There's a reason why men that have sex with a lot of women are respected and women that have sex with a lot of men are
Respected.
admonished. Yes. Look at the Playboy. Look at Hugh Hefner. Look at Dan Bilzerian. Look at all these Playboys. When guys have sex with a lot of women, they're respected by other men and they're respected in general.
by men. Of course, men are gonna respect them. Men will hype up anything.
Well, women do too because these guys aren't having sex with just one girl. A woman can't fuck you unless she respects you. A lot of the times, unless you're paying for it. A lot of these Playboys, they're surrounded by women because they respect them because they have power and status. It's been this way since the beginning of time. Kings, sultans, powerful men, they've always had hordes of women. So women understood and shared these guys. So a man that has sex with a lot of women brings value to the world to some degree. Women that have sex with a lot of dudes lose value in the world to some degree. To a considerable degree, to be honest.
When you get older, you will see what we're saying right now. Tell me.
A guy that has sex with a lot of women is not the same as a woman that has sex with a lot of men at all. Do you really think that?
No, I don't think that, but it shouldn't be that way.
It shouldn't
well,
be
it
that. Shouldn't.
Okay,
couldn't,
Yeah.
are we
wouldn't.
gonna hold on? Are we gonna operate on should, could, and would, or are we gonna operate on what is?
Reality.
The reality is, a woman that has sex with a lot of dudes is not respected. A dude that has sex with a lot of women is respected. It is hard for men to have sex with a lot of women, but it is easy for women to have sex with a lot of men. There's a reason why if I went around this table right now and asked you each of your body count, you would feel extremely uncomfortable.
Probably not, but
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah, you say that now. You want me to go around the table and ask you all your body counts?
Do it.
Exactly. I'm
care.
looking at some of the girls
You
at the
could
table.
do it.
I never tell you the truth.
Exactly.
Never.
Yeah. See, so some girls are just not going to tell the truth. But I mean, is this? Am I speaking another language? I mean, is this?
But I'm also having a question. Like, would you rather date an average girl who walks on the street, like no one watches her twice, and then you feel super safe with her, or would you rather date like a hot girl where you feel like other guys are watching her, and then you kind of like guys have also this how does it fulfilling feeling when they are with a hot girl? Like,
Here's the thing.
what would you choose?
Most guys would prefer a girl that's a little bit less attractive that isn't a hoe for their girlfriend, their main girl.
Like that area.
Huh?
Like there's one range. She cannot be too attractive, too hot.
It's not about that. It's about I'm telling you what men prefer. Looks are important, but not at the cost of her being a slut for their main girl or their wife. So a guy will go a notch down or two to get with a girl that isn't for the streets. Okay? So that's what I'm trying to say. So looks are important, but not to the value of like, okay, this girl's a hoe. And if he does marry a hoe, a lot of times guys are like, oh fuck. Like look at porn stars that get married. They always have a tough time.
But the average of having sex is also like around 20. I mean, I have friends that have sex with like 25, 30, 35,
Yeah.
50
More or
Yeah.
more.
or
Yeah.
more.
But
Yeah.
that's women though.
Yeah.
But women are more promiscuous than men nowadays.
Sometimes.
I mean, here's the thing: 1 in 3 men hasn't had sex in a year. There's no, you can't tell me 1 in 3 women isn't having sex in a year by choice, or not by choice.
Oh,
What?
yeah, who said that?
yeah, now you're capping because that's not what.
Men haven't had sex in a year.
No,
What is that?
1 in 3 men,
Okay, right.
and right now between 18 and 30 years old, hasn't had sex in a year and or is a virgin.
Where's the statistic?
That's
from?
it is
Like,
it
where
is
are you-
literally a study that came out recently. I mean, think about it.
Where's the study that came out recently?
We have a link that we can show you after the show if you want, or we can pull it up. Yes, 1 in 3 men. Guys, think about it.
Sure.
We have almost 14. We got over 14,000 people watching the show right now. How many YouTube channels are out there teaching girls how to get laid?
I don't fucking know.
There's none. Matter of fact, you probably have never had to get someone to teach you how to do it because you just exist and men come to you. Men, however, take a guy in your position. How old are you? 20, 21, 18?
I'm 18.
Okay, you take an 18-year-old guy. He's struggling. He's not getting invited on boats. He's out in Miami hanging out, chilling.
Facts.
Yeah, guys needs to work harder to.
Men have to work
get
to
laid.
get to be able to get to that position. What you don't understand is the man that bought that boat or the man that chartered that boat for you to be able to enjoy, that man had to earn the money, put
Pay.
himself in a certain position to even be able the privilege to have a bunch of girls on there that are just chilling, having a good time. Men have to bust their ass to become attractive.
Shout out
Women
Peter,
don't.
Miami Podcast.
That's the truth.
Hey,
Shout
Peter.
out Peter.
Shouts to you, fam.
Women
Shut
exist and get attention and resources. Men have to create those resources and become somebody in the first place.
It's true.
Men must become, women just are. So yes, most men struggle with women because guys have to figure out how to be attractive.
Yes.
Even in your day to day, most guys are like invisible. I mean, like most guys you see are somewhat tall, maybe have money, status, maybe power. And guys you don't see, CVS worker, McDonald's worker, guy at Wendy's, you don't really see them. So
It's true.
And the other thing too that women don't get is like you guys have the privilege of like men come to you. You don't have to understand men, but men have to understand you to get sex.
I think we get it.
Not really, because literally I asked you just a second ago what makes a woman top 1%. None of you really named it except for like two of you. You said independence, and some people were talking
What
about
was a
income and
broad
ambition.
question?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
okay. Tell
pretty,
us what men actually want from women. Tell us.
What men want from a woman?
If you know so much, tell us.
If I know so much, what do you mean? That's such a broad question. What men want from women? Like in like if they
Generally.
want to date them or
men
if
are
they
very
just
simple.
Foundational. What do men want from women?
sex,
Okay, after that.
Love.
No.
It's-
No, hold on,
Attention.
hold on. No, this for her. Go ahead.
attention, or sex.
Really?
Really?
Chat.
Love.
Is she correct? Because honestly speaking, you can't answer this question.
When it comes to a relationship, well, here's the thing. Again, women are in a privileged position where they don't necessarily have to understand men to attract them. However, men must understand women to attract them. Man has to plan a date. Man has to be attractive. Man has to dress well to a degree. He's got to charm you. He's got to have his shit together. He's got to have money. He's got to plan everything out. The thing is that women don't understand the process of what it takes for a man to be attractive. They don't understand. And I don't expect you guys to understand. It's fine. It's cool. But men have to become somebody before they can get sex. Women don't.
Wait, so what's the answer?
It's true.
And he has to be experienced in the bedroom as well.
Yeah.
Ladies.
That's
Can't be a
why
virgin.
this is why men that are older tend to be more attractive because they've acquired things that make themselves more attractive. They've acquired resources, they've acquired experience, they've acquired money, they've acquired maybe fitness, life experience. Women value experience, men value inexperience.
You're right.
I
Wait,
agree,
so
yeah.
what is the answer to my question? I'm genuinely curious, not even trying to be like, what's the
I said it earlier what men
But see,
typically value, but
That's scary because girls want a man to be a father, husband, you know.
So
be
you were talking
corrupt.
about like relationship wise, because I was like, oh, that's such a broad question. What men want from women?
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, generally speaking.
Yeah, obviously like long term.
Okay, so long term. So if you're saying long term, then yeah, they want someone that's just gonna like be loyal to them and like stuff like that.
What else?
Loyalty. I don't know. What do you mean, like just long term relationship?
See,
Just, like,
we know
makes
what
it-
women
okay.
want from
Yeah.
guys, but you don't know what men want. And it's good. Okay, because you probably don't care. But we're just saying, like, look, here is the bottom line. Women want guys of a certain value and expect them to be loyal to them only, be there for them. We get it. But in return, what does he want? If you don't know what he actually wants, why do you even take you serious? It's kind of like you want
respect.
respect.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Sorry, never
Hold on. Question for you. How does it owe you respect? Why have you
No,
done-
no, like you said what a man is looking for in a woman.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Respect.
I'm
I mean,
confused.
like not just respect. What do you mean? Like I'm just saying, like.
Okay, what
that's
else?
one of the-
Well-
oh my gosh, haven't we been over this?
No, I'm saying like you're saying you know, but you don't know.
Oh my god, I don't know what. I'm sorry, I'm a little.
see now you're where I was about 10, 15 minutes ago.
Yeah. Okay.
Now you see where I'm going, right? Like it's like you'll say something and it's like
Yeah.
Wait, ask me one question and then I'll answer one question. What?
All right, go ahead.
I think we've diminishing
established.
returns.
I think we've established the point here that
Yeah.
in general, women don't really know what men want, and they don't care. Is
Yeah.
what we're trying to establish here.
You don't have to care.
Because
Shit.
the things that you mentioned are not necessarily what men want: independence, ability to earn income, being ambitious. Like these are things that women look for in men, but men don't really care for in women like that. I mean, when you went on the boat, did they ask you how much you earn and what you do for a career?
No, I
Exactly.
didn't ask them that.
Yeah.
Well, but it was implied because they purchased the boat.
Oh sure.
Or it could be their parents' money.
either way, there's an inference that money was that there was some kind of status because they had the ability to invite you on a boat. There's a reason why men rent out yachts and not women.
Facts.
Maybe we
And
should
not for your
start.
birthday.
Huh?
Maybe we should start.
It's not gonna happen because why would a woman forfeit, leverage and pay for her own boat when men are gonna give it to her for free?
Yeah, true.
Why are girls gonna pay for their own drinks?
Never.
So that's what I'm saying.
All right, there you go.
So it's like we got to operate in reality here. Like you're attracted to those things, but men don't care about those things. But it's always interesting to me how like women think men should be attracted to what they're attracted to, but we're not. We're very different.
Okay.
It's so funny. Yesterday at the club, these girls bought a table, right?
Mhm.
And normally when a guy buys the table, girls come to the table, they just come drink whatever. The girls bought a table at the very top. No guys want to come there. They're like, yo, it's just weird. Like, that's their table. So it's different when women buy things per se, but it's not the same effect.
Yeah. Women, what I've come to realize in general, women are not as, how do I say this? Women don't share their resources as openly as men do.
Nope.
They don't. And this is why I tell you guys all the time, you got to make more money than your girl, because if your girl makes more money than you, she's going to start to look at you as a burden. Matter of fact, I guarantee you, these two girls that got kicked out, the way they spoke about their boyfriends are lower earners.
Yep.
Or those guys make less money than them. That's why they talk about them the way that they did. Oh, he won't tolerate me, blah, blah, blah. They look at them as like, these guys are bitches. But if they're with a man that she respects, she would never dare speak about him like that.
Or that
because,
money?
And I'll tell you why. Because if she does, that guy will look her dead in the eye and say, cool, you're single now, and go get another girl. And that's what I mean when I say women value it when they're in an insecure position with a man. It always works when the girl likes the guy more and she's insecure. But when the man's insecure, it's a problem. That girl's going to start to resent that guy.
Yeah, or they have money, but they're pandering to the girl because they don't get laid often.
Lower status men are not attractive. And when a girl is with a lower status guy, she disrespects them openly and blatantly, which y'all just saw right there. I'm telling you, man, you could tell a lot about a girl's boyfriend just by how she speaks about him.
Facts.
You keep shaking your head. Go ahead. You disagree with something or what?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it has like them like specifically with their boyfriends. Like, I don't know if it had anything to do with their money status. I don't know if it has anything to do like with their money status. Like, it may not. Like, I've literally been with broke ass boys, and like I literally did not care.
And I love them.
Yeah,
that's because you're 18.
You're 18.
Yeah.
When you get older, trust me when I say,
trust
love
me.
don't pay the bills. You gotta pay the bills. You gotta go out there, be a part of the world. You're young now, but when you get older, I guarantee you it's gonna change.
Do you live on campus?
Yeah.
You do? What about you?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You guys have an infrastructure
Mom,
for
Dad.
you. That's why. So you live on a college campus, so that a man's ability to, create money isn't as important. However, the guys on your campus that probably get the most girls are what? Frat guys, athletes, men of some kind of status, the guys hosting the parties. So you're still attracted to status.
I just feel like that's not always the case, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, some people really just don't care. Like, my parents were both broke, and like they met like in the fucking military. Like, they were so broke, and like they like fell in love, and like I don't
And
know.
they're still together now?
Yeah, and
Hey.
now they make good money. Like, I don't know.
Did
like
your dad outrank your mom?
No, my mom's actually makes more.
She outranks him?
Yeah, she's a
Right now?
doctor, and he's like an IT engineer.
Okay. And they make this, she makes a lot more than him or just a little bit?
Like 100,000 more.
Okay. So in general, that's typically a high predicator on divorce. Women typically want a guy that makes about 58% more than they do. If your parents made it work, that's great, but most relationships wouldn't survive that. So most women want a leader and a breadwinner. Most.
I talk about modern times.
Yeah.
Bro, if your girl makes money now from whatever OnlyFans or has her own business, bro, and you're a
She's
bum,
more willing to
come on.
Yeah, she's more willing to kick you to the curb.
She's cheap independent. Why does she need you?
Yeah. So and again, finances isn't the main reason why a girl would disrespect you. It could be anything. But what I'm saying, from the way they spoke about them, I could tell that there was some financial ineptitude, and then also age, and then also on top of that, they probably just simps. They let the girl, because bro, I'm telling you, when a girl truly respects you, she will never talk poorly about you and try to demean you or whatever it may be. It just doesn't happen that way. Girls, the way they treat their man tells you a lot about how much they respect that guy. Anything else?
Some
Did you add-
chatter?
Yep.
You had something or?
No, the comments are just funny. Like
Comments are so
they
funny.
think they know everything. Like, what? They're like, oh, her mom cheats. Oh, they're like, oh, they have military benefits. They were broke as fuck. Like, my dad literally had like a whole child with another woman, and like my mom and took him in. Like,
Girls, stop
that explains-
reading the comments,
Okay,
please.
that explains some
Do not
stuff.
read the comments.
That explains some
It's
stuff.
so
So your dad was a Chad, probably. See, I told you, man. It works only when the girl likes the guy more than the guy likes the girl, man. Or when he has the ability to leave. That women
she
don't
left
get
that
it,
out.
bro.
She left that out.
She left that out.
That-
That's,
wait,
that's a
what did I leave out?
significant.
That is very important.
That's a very important.
What
we
is?
said just
Fact.
now about your dad having another kid and your mom taking him in.
Well, they
back.
wanted him. Like the other mom, just like she was just shit. I don't know.
You're missing the point.
Oh my god.
You're missing the whole point of
When
what
you
he was
get older,
trying
I'm
to
telling
say.
I
you.
don't get the point.
No, it
Yeah.
was before her mom.
Yeah, no, the
Watch this-
child was like 5 years old whenever my mom and him took.
Watch this back in 2 years. Actually, no, in 5 years. And just said, "I told you so."
No. Like the mom was before the last child was before. Like they didn't
Yeah.
know each other.
We know that.
No, they all try to make me feel stupid about my parents.
Yeah,
Like, let's just move on. Like,
No,
the fuck?
that's not the point we're making here. But okay,
What's the
Yeah, we
point?
could just move on.
Yeah, sure.
we're just saying when you get older, you're gonna understand why we're saying what we're saying now. And look, your mom is a great person. I guarantee you. We're just saying that the dynamic is she took him in with someone else's kid.
Oh,
That
right.
doesn't happen often because, matter of fact, who had the balls in the relationship? I won't say who it is, but we can tell from
Your
that.
dad demonstrated value by having sex with another woman and having children with her.
Yeah.
So
No,
that
he
is
was a
social
teen-
proof
he was
in
a teen-
itself,
He was a teen dad in high school.
but it still shows social proof to a degree.
Okay.
I mean, like again, women like guys that can have sex with other women and have other women.
Okay.
I mean, by definition, that's what your mom like signed up for with your dad.
Okay. We can just move on. I don't want to talk about my parents anymore.
Okay.